Childsplayn is the second game I made as part of the complete C# Unity 3D development course at Game Dev TV. It's definitely more of a demo than a full game, but I consider it a completed project, and it has plenty of replayability for those who enjoy gunning for a high score. I have a post-development video for Outer Body as well. You can watch that here. Childsplayn is about taking a fully armed paper aeroplane out into a birthday party and wreaking havoc. The goal was to produce a short gameplay experience that is accessible and immediately gratifying. It was designed to be mechanically and thematically light, accessible to players of all abilities, and instantly fun. The project was modelled on a rail shooter. When I think of rail shooters, Star Fox always comes to mind. The ship models in the early games always reminded me of paper aeroplanes, so I plugged that idea in directly. I've always enjoyed visiting game worlds that take the mundane and put a magical twist on it. A great example might be Katamari Damacy. I wanted the game to have a childish appeal, but I also wanted the player to feel like they were also inflicting real damage on their environment. So I used balloons, structures, and common everyday items as targets. It helped that I had assets from Outer Body to reuse when designing the environment. I felt that Outer Body was too punishingly difficult, so I deliberately toned down the difficulty in Childsplayn. The player can shoot infinitely, although there is a rate of fire cooldown mechanic, and nothing shoots back. But there are a few occasional obstacles to avoid throughout the course. There are more static targets than moving, but the rival paper planes and hovering balloons keep the level varied and interesting in terms of targets. From the start, I imagined a hazy yellow 90s idealism filter across the screen. Shades of blue were used to help the player easily identify their target amid all this yellow. Even though the player is set on a rail, I wanted to keep the experience varied in terms of action. I worked the pacing of the course around the music, a hyper upbeat track that blasts 90s video game nostalgia. Credit to Crusadope and Outer Tone for their amazing track Back in Time. Links to their pages are in the description. In the music, where there was rising action, I upped the target density. When the music came down, I gave the player a chance to breathe and reload. Although I wanted to deliver a soaring feeling of chaos and destruction, I was careful to not make the track too wild. Each bend was designed so that the player always has a good vantage over their field of view, with at least one target in the distance. I tried to keep the camera smooth and place easily identifiable landmarks, like the house, shed, and pool, to cement the player's sense of space as they fly around. If you'd like to try the game for yourself, there's a link to my itch page where you can download the game for free. Even though it will remain a demo, any comments, feedback, and criticism would be highly appreciated. I'm planning on using this channel as a platform for game development and design discussions. Please consider subscribing if that interests you. That's about it. Thanks, and see you next time.